When Subodh first started getting noticed internationally, I remember, which was around 2005, I asked him why aren't people in India reacting similarly with equal enthusiasm and excitement here in India. So he clearly said that people in India are not going to be excited about ordinary utensils. But that situation has completely changed today. He's followed with as much passion even here in India.
So Hussain Saab is the Picasso of India. We could say that Subodh Gupta is the Damien Hirst of India. But he's acquiring a superhero, quite a hero, superhero status in the Indian contemporary art field, as far as I feel.
Here in India, people react very differently because you've taken everyday utensils which we use, we see in our lives every day. Outside, there's been a huge fascination. First of all, these utensils are not common outside. So the difference that you find in how people relate to your works.
No, but interesting thing, by the way, when come to the utensils, actually everywhere are they. Everybody is used in the world is spoon, fork, and a spoon and kalchu, cholni, even the kadhai. So it's pan. So all over the world, people able to connect with that.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not like something in India. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a very common material. Not even in India, all over the world. Because something related to food, we all fry something, no?
So it's evergreen.
Yeah, whatever you say, but yeah, it's a very common.
Now the funny thing is, if you talk about what really inspired Subodh to start using utensils for his art, it's actually about his first love, food and cooking. He's known as a great cook. And it's interesting, it's actually very funny that when I met him for this interview, he was more interested in talking about what we're going to have for lunch and what he actually had the previous night for dinner. And how do you deal with your superstar status? Because it's quite you would be very humble about it because there's not like an example that you could think of apart from M.F. Hussain who had this kind of a superstar status.
Honestly, it's never come to in my mind. I will not let it go. And it's a good thing with an artist that no matter how famous you are, but still you can go and buy vegetable. Still you can go and have a tea and bhutta in
So you're not mobbed?
No. So if you have your own freedom, you're free, and das artist needed to do that, and I'm accessible to all those things.
Okay, so you have a certain amount of sympathy for film stars who can't do that, who can't go outside and buy their vegetables.
No,
Never.
they can't. Yeah, I can go and buy. Nobody recognizes even me, so I don't.
How do you manage to maintain that connect that you had from your initial inspiration? Because your life has also, in the past 20 years, changed. You've repositioned yourself in a metro. You travel constantly internationally. How do you maintain that connect to a very nice, humble, small point that your inspiration came from? Of connecting with the everyday man.
That's doing it. That's I carry the everyday mundane job. Like I said, I still go out. I have no problem. Yeah. So I don't think so any differences between any other normal people. I can't go out. I can't see people. I can't mix with them. So still I do, and in that way I connected. But definitely, the journey where you started and where you are and when you're traveling, you can see in the work too. Still using the utensils and many other objects, but even in the works you see the transformation of the work, and so I don't hide that, and I let it go. I let it go, how the journeys go, so it's fine.
The global connect that one work of art would have, for instance, you would take engineers from another country, it would be installed in another second country, and your technicians would come from another third country, and your inspiration could come from another fourth country, like your Jeff Koons cartoons. So if you could give an example, just for breaking it down for our viewers to understand better, the multiple layers that an artist works from, and the connect that he makes with so many countries just for one work.
Doesn't matter. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
You making art upside down, you making art inside the sea, you making art in the sky, you making art naked, you making art as a dancing, you taking inspiration from this country, that country, that country, that country, doesn't make any differences as long as is the most important what you making and why you making. The art only defined when it's come to the conclusion,
Right.
when it's become art. And nobody asks you this screw, who invented it, how the bulb come in India. We all use the bulb.
Yeah.
No? So it's not about that. So what I did in my art, that's become important. And not only for me, for all artists in the world. Any artist, so what you writing is becoming important.
Right.
It's not where the pen is coming from and who made the manufacture of the ink and who is a Luxor pen or is a blonde pen.
Right.
So it doesn't make any difference as long as what you're writing and why you're writing and your content is fit in that or not. That is the most important thing.
Subodh is a family guy for sure. He has an equally successful and extremely beautiful wife. He has 2 children and he has his extended family in Bihar. So I'm not actually surprised that this work is dedicated to the patriarch of a family, this banyan tree which is titled Dada, which means grandfather.
It's a super hunk of steel. It's a massive, awe-inspiring installation. And as see, the banyan tree is a commonly worshipped, commonly seen feature in rural India. A lot of rural life, way of life revolves around a banyan tree. It's worship, it's celebration, it's tying around of threads and a lot of festivities, traditions. So this also denotes to me as a strength, a lot of strength. It's massive. It's all encompassing. The strength as we see young India, new India in this surging economic growth, branching out. I see it also as an octopus trying to have a grip in every sector, field of life. So, and it denotes strength as a banyan tree does. And also, as we see, the Indians are rooted, despite the surge of economic growth, the Indians are in many ways rooted. Our institutions of family, marriage and ways of life and aesthetic values, we are still rooted in many ways. Most Indians are.
What point in one's life does art need to be nurtured? At a tender age, if someone's showing an inclination toward art, if someone's from like not even just middle class or lower class society, even upper class, we have such established career choices to make. From your experience, what do you think is that right age where it needs to be nurtured and encouraged?
Don't tell them what to do.
Don't tell them what to do. Okay.
Don't tell them, let them what they're doing and push towards that.
Okay.
Because if I say, you have to make this, then I'm something image I'm giving there in mind.
Yeah.
And if I say, what you're thinking, keep thinking and can you do that? Then their thinking coming out. If I pose them my thinking, that day I am stopping their thinking. So push that thinking more is much better, then individual will come out with a better idea rather than giving my own idea or something.
Do you think someone who's wanting to pursue art, he will always face the struggle of surviving financially? Not.
Bhuke maro. Who asked you to survive through art?
Okay.
Nobody asked. Nobody asking you to become a poet. Nobody asking you to become an artist. So who asking you? If you're thinking about eating food, go and eat food. Go and sell vegetable. You will eat food every day. Why you have to become an artist?
Okay. So that's a reality you think everyone should be
if you're thinking art is going to make food, that is the first place you will never become an artist.